Thank you to Verta Stargo for their generous donation on Patreon. If you'd like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. It's the next day, it's much earlier in the day, so hopefully we won't be interrupted again. But yeah, that was fun. So, we are on our sleepover date thing with Shoichi. We had a bit of a heart to heart. And now we're at the store getting dinner. Fun. Epic. Crazy things. The neighborhood store is mostly empty by the time we got there. There seemed to be a few ominous clouds in the sky, which might have contributed to leaving the place deserted. Looks like we might have rain any minute now. Did the weather forecast say anything about it? Not to my knowledge, but then again, I didn't check today. My, the always organized Shoichi-kun didn't bother checking all the variables before leaving the house? How can you even relax like this? Aren't you hilarious? Ha ha, I'm dying of laughter here. I feel like he ran away. Wouldn't that be crazy? Because, he showed up unannounced, and I don't know. Oh, God. We walk to the food aisle and take a look at our options here. If there's one thing I always liked about this store, it's just how varied their selection is. Sushi, curry, stew, tonkatsu, karage, fish. So many things to choose from. You have any idea what you're looking to get? How about we leave me for later and try to focus on what you want first? Bigger boys need food more, right? Translation, you have no idea what you want. Shut up. I think I'm gonna get tonkatsu with curry and rice. Talking about a bog standard dinner. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. What about you, Mr. Bog Standard? What kind of magic innovation are you gonna pick for your dinner? Well, you have no clue, do you? No, it's just not that. I wanted you to pick for me to see if you know me well. Seriously? That's the best excuse you could come up with? I'm trying, okay? Alright. I'll choose for you, and no matter what I pick, you have to eat. Well, okay. What the fuck did he say? Well, I don't mean... Here you go. Squid tempura with rice and sausages. Can't I have something a little more traditional? No, of course not. Only the best for you, my dear. But you know I don't like squid. Oh no. Shoichi? Yes? Can I please have something else? I don't know. Can you? Desire to cause harm. Increasing. Pretty please? Well, of course you can. It's not like I control you or anything. You can do whatever you want. Then what was this whole little show for? Jeez, you don't have to look so miffed. I was just joking. I'm just gonna grab the same thing as you and we can be on our way. Oh, snap. The rain The rain started to pour while we were at the cash register. By the time we reached home, the rain had gotten stronger and thunder began striking to the point I became comfortable enough to call this a storm. Sheesh, that came out of nowhere. I'm soaked. Shoichi pulls on the hem of his shirt, which is thoroughly stuck to his stow match. The shirt lifts, exposing his wet stow match and muzzles underneath. I have to admit that the movement catches my attention, but I can't help but stare for a bit. After a few seconds, I snap myself out of it and go back to functioning like normal. I think it'd be too much to hope that you brought some extra clothes, huh? I have some clothes I keep here at your place, remember? You do? Jesus, dude, every time I come over, I shower and get changed. Where do you think I get those clothes out of when I do that? Oh, I thought maybe you brought them with you in a bag or something? Are you asking me or telling me that? You really need to think things over a little bit more. Well, sorry, I don't pay much attention. Anyway, we should go dry ourselves before we eat dinner. There he goes. Shoichi walks back up the stairs, presumably to go grab a towel. Fuck! Shoichi walks up the stairs, presumably to go grab a towel upstairs. I decide to follow behind him. Cool. Alright, I finished drying myself. It took a while. Your fur really takes that long to dry? It wasn't that long. Well, I had enough time to dry myself, get changed, transfer the food into different containers, and reheat it. We just bought it over from the store. You didn't need to reheat. It was rained on. That cooled it down a lot. Plus, I wanted to transfer it to a different container so water didn't get inside. You're so fussy sometimes. Look who's talking. Come on, let's eat. Wow, this food is steaming hot. I did tell you I reheated it. Sure, but some people might consider it a tad too hot. It could burn their mouths. Do you know what I call those people? What? Weaklings! Really? Saya-chan doesn't like food that's too hot. Maybe I should tell her you called her a weakling. But when I didn't, give me a sec, I'll text you right now. Shoichi grabs his phone and begins typing on it. I nearly lunge at him in a panic. No! God, relax. I'm just joking. Look, I'm typing in the Notes app. Of course I'm not going to text her that. How should I know? You've done this kind of thing before. True, but not when unprovoked. Provoking you is about as easy as enticing a bear with a jar of honey. I definitely shouldn't say something like that whenever Kumigawa is around. Just eat. Yes, honey. Please don't call me stuff like that. Fine, fine. I just find your reaction too funny when I do. Is this bullying? This feels like bullying. Shoichi grabs his chopsticks and picks up a piece of his tonkatsu. Man, grocery store dinners are better than they have any right to be. The tonkatsu is a bit soggy, though. I'd prefer if it were crisper. You can't keep it in a closed container for a long time with a bunch of steam and sauce inside and keep it crispy. I know, but I could still have my own preferences. Well, sure. I'd prefer if a genie came out when I open the box, but that doesn't make it realistic. You don't have to modify what I say to absurd degrees just to disagree with me. I don't have to, but I do like to. Just eat your food and shut up. Yes, Mr. Sunshine. Are you actually trying to get a rise out of me? Me? Why would I? I just like teasing you. You're way too cute when you're annoyed. Please stop trying to annoy me for your own amusement. No, don't really have to. Puppy dog eyes are not gonna work. I have a younger brother. Oh yeah, that's true. Boo, I just wanted to have some fun. You seem to be awfully chipper right now. It's a stark contrast to how your mood was earlier today. Yeah, you did wonders for my mood. Thanks, Cleves. You're welcome. Aw, is someone blushing? Eat your food! Oh, bam. Bam, apparently. Bam. Just then, another thunderclap echoes. The air... That's not the only clapping it's going to get. Fuck! The air around us feels like it even rumbled a bit. Uh-oh. The lights begin to flicker alongside it, and the two of us look all around us. Wow. That was a pretty big one. Flickering lights are a bad sign. Maybe we should finish eating and go unplug stuff from the wall to make sure nothing crazy happens. Man, we had a typhoon not too long ago, and now this? It's summer, for crying out loud. Looks like the weather goblins are laughing at your summer. Weather goblins? Really? Of course! What, are you adapt to the weather fairies theory? You're a dork. Look who's talking! The rain seems to only get stronger while we continue our meal. By the time we finish, there's a wind howling outside, and the water hitting the windows sounds like a bunch of rocks. Those must be some really big water droplets. Should I unplug the fridge? That would probably be a good... Dun da da da! It's darkness! Suddenly, the lights flicker another time and completely go out. Whoa, what the hell? Well, at least now you don't have to worry about unplugging your stuff. Sure, just keep it plugged to the wall through a bunch of power surges and whatnot. That's totally safe. So I have surge protectors. We finish unplugging everything using our phones as flashlights. The lights remain out the entire time, giving no signs of coming back to life. Hey, Cleves, I have to admit, I can't see much from the window, but it looks like the other houses have no power either. That's not good. June lives nearby. I'll try messaging him to see if the light went out there, too. Good idea. Type a quick message and continue walking around the house, checking the windows to make sure there is no water leaking inside. I think I'm going to go upstairs and make sure Aki or my mom didn't leave their windows open just to be safe. Do you mind if I wait for you in your room? We already finished checking down here anyway. I don't mind, but is there any reason why you want to go there? Yes, there is. Nah, I just like your room better than your living room. It's cozier. Plus, it smells of you, which is nice. What? Don't say stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Alright, sorry. Oh, lordy begordy. Alright, no windows left open and no obvious leakages detected. I guess I can relax for a bit and just wait for the power to come back. June even messaged me back while I was checking.
So it wasn't just here? I'm glad. We were freaking out a bit thinking our power was cut.
I'm a bit worried why his power would be cut, but I'm not going to ask. I don't think he'd take too kindly to me prying about it. Shoichi, you in here? Oh, fuck you, you bitch. Kaboo. Wah! Oh, God. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it. Wah! Fuck. Get over there, you fuck ass. Shoichi jumps up from behind me and grabs me by my waist, lifting me into the air and spinning me around. Ha 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 ha! I got you, you're mine now. Shoichi, what are you doing? I'm just having a bit of harmless fun. He places me back in the ground and flips me around gently, landing a kiss on my lips. Not bad in the dark. Jesus, that's not good for my heart. I'm just trying to be spontaneous. Yeah, well, you being spontaneous isn't good for my heart. No, sorry. Dots. I give him a quick kiss and turn around, walking up to my desk and taking a seat on the edge. On the edge! Is everything in order? Yeah, the house is fine. Not gonna come down on our heads, at least. Did you get an answer from Jun-kun? He said the power's out there as well. Oof, that's not good. I tried asking Hitoka, but she and Mom don't live in the neighborhood, and she said the power is fine there. Probably just a power line that got cut or something. Shouldn't take too long to restore it to normal. You'd think I was without power for days. Sure, we just have to figure out what to do until then. We can just talk. He's got an idea, don't he? He got an idea. We could cuddle. That too. You don't sound very enthusiastic about it. This kind of thing is still embarrassing for me, that's all. Okay. Shoichi walks closer to me, taking a seat by my side and placing a hand on my knee. So, I'm gonna ask. It's been over a week since we started dating, and, well, things have been going pretty well between us, at least for me. Where do you stand on it? Honestly, I'm shocked by how well things have been. Really? I can only make out very few details of Shoichi's expression due to the darkness, his dark fur not helping any, but I can tell from his voice that he's smiling widely right now. Well, from his voice and the fact that there's a little helicopter fan spinning around behind me, beside me. Yeah. Sometimes, when we get a bit more intimate, I have a moment where I go, whoa, what am I doing with Shoichi? But then that instant goes away, and I just feel comfortable. So, you don't feel like things are going too fast? I haven't upset you or anything? Not at all. I'm pretty happy with how things have been going. To be honest, I'm pretty sure by now that I do like you like that. It's still a bit weird to admit that I have feelings for a guy, and you especially. There's no way I can deny it anymore. You have no idea how happy that makes me. He wraps his arms around me, pulling me closer to him in a tight hug, and burying my head in his shoulder. It's the same here, big guy. Shoichi kisses my forehead and pulls away from me, grabbing my hand on top of my leg and squeezing it. Were you really afraid that you had made me uncomfortable? Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I didn't know how to handle things. I might have been a bit aggressive at times. You mean horny. I don't know if I'd call it that. I definitely call it that. Fine, call it whatever you want. I was just a bit worried that it was too much is all. Well, the first time definitely was. But I've been getting more comfortable with it. It still makes me embarrassed, but I don't really mind. You mean that? Yeah. Why? Shoichi pulls me closer to him, leaning next to my ear and whispering to me. Well, I have to admit it's been hard for me to hold back. And I was kind of hoping we could go further today, if that's all right with you. Further? You mean... You know what I mean. Sex! He nods. His face is surprisingly neutral right now. I'm surprised he can keep a straight face while saying that. My face feels so hot right now, I'm sure you could cook an egg on my forehead. I'm not going to do anything you don't want me to do. If you say no, then I'll drop it. I was just hoping. Oh, man. This would be a really big step. Am I ready for something like that? It's not like it'd be my first time. Hell, when I think about it, I've had enough experience that I shouldn't bat an eye at it. But because it's a man and Shoichi, I suddenly feel very vulnerable. Not that I mind that feeling. And I know I can trust Shoichi with anything. I know he'd never do anything to hurt me. Well, we're both guys, so how would that even work? You want me to explain gay sex to you? It's already taking everything I have to stay calm right now if I had to explain... No, it's fine. I think I can pretty much guess. It's not like it's rocket science. I don't even know why I asked. So, you're nervous too? It doesn't look like it. Of course I'm nervous. Look at what I'm asking you. No matter what answer you give me, it's still going to be nerve-wracking. My heart is racing here. For some reason, that thought comforts me. I want to try. I take a deep breath, trying to calm down my racing heart. I shouldn't be so nervous. I'm the one with experience here. I should be the one trying to make him more comfortable. No, there's no chance that's happening. I can't calm down at all. I want to try. I'm just really nervous, so I don't know if I can do things properly. It's okay. Just let me lead. How are you gonna lead? You've never done this before. True, but I've been preparing? That sounds wrong to say. I'm afraid of what that preparedness of his means. Do you have lube, right? Yes, I do, and hearing you ask for it just sounds really awkward. Sorry. Oh my. Oh my. This might be the only CG I can use from this, so if this is the thumbnail, then you know anything past this point either can't use or whatever. We've never gone to this territory in this game before. This might be the first time I have to skip. Oh, and for people who are just watching this series, I guess I should explain. YouTube don't like sex scenes, and I went through a period where I had to re-edit a bunch of my shit multiple times just to keep my channel from getting shut down. So, I don't even put censored nudity or sex scenes. I don't even read them. None of that winds up in the YouTube version, and there's no other version. I'm not making a fucking Pornhub account. I'm not putting anything on X videos. I'm not making it Patreon exclusive. I'm not doing that. I'm in this for the plot, and that's not me saying that sex in a story is not plot, nor is it me saying that it should be something seen as bad. In my opinion, I would just make this video, you know, M-rated or whatever. Like Newgrounds had an A rating. So as long as you rated your shit properly, it could stay on the website and you wouldn't be at risk of getting fucking destroyed. But YouTube don't work like that. It makes too much sense. So, sorry. I personally would love to be able to just keep it in. But I can't. I'm sorry. But I'll rate up as far as I can. Shoichi gets up from the desk, standing in front of me and leaning forward until he's face to face with me. I have to admit, I do like where I've got you. That's a really weird thing. That's a really weird thing to say. And I guess I'm just a weird person. Shoichi chuckles. He places a hand on my stone match and I freeze. Before we go any further, if at any point you want me to stop, just say so and I will. Okay. Oh, and also, I love you, Cleves. Dots! I know. I like you too. I'll take what I can get. Baby steps. God damn it. His smile is so handsome, it's disarming. I want... Shoichi. Yeah? His voice comes out so calm and deep. Even though he speaks in a half-whisper, I can feel it reverberating against me. Kiss me. Oh my. Oh my. He chuckles, placing a hand on top of mine and stroking the back of my hand with his thumb. Oh. I never thought I'd see the day where you'd ask me that. Damn it, he's having way too much fun with me. Don't tease me, just kiss me. Before I can finish my sentence, he leans forward and gives me a quick peck on the lips, grinning widely. Like that. My heart is racing inside my chest, so much so that I fear it might end up bursting. Why is this so embarrassing? Shoichi is pushing my buttons, and I don't even know how. I have a hard time understanding how I even ended up in this situation with Shoichi of all people. Silently, I nod, incapable of mustering words to answer his question. It's just too embarrassing. Your face is so red. It's adorable. Shut up. Stop having so much fun at my expense. He laughs again, nuzzling my chin. Sorry. It's just not possible. He kisses me again. His eyes instinctively close as he leans in, and I feel his cold nose bumping against mine, and then the wetness of his lips. Shoichi's lips linger for a moment, almost frozen into place. He then begins to gently nibble on my lower lip. I've never understood that. I'm not into that, but that's just me. And it's like a shock runs all the way down from my lips to the base of my spine. His hand digs under my shirt, touching the bare fur underneath and slowly making its way up. The feeling of his hand exploring me is exhilarating. At this point, my brain has already stopped functioning properly. Just give myself over to the situation, focused only on enjoying the sensations. Once he pulls away, he stares up at me with a lustful smile. It's a look I've never seen on him before, almost like he was measuring me up. At first glance, his smile is kind and gentle, but on a closer look, it makes me shiver because I suddenly feel like I'm prey. I realize only now that he's got me right under his thumb. Hey, Cleves? Yeah? My voice fails, coming out hoarse and breaking a little. He caught me by surprise when his hand went even higher on my stow match, pulling my shirt up all the way to my chest and leaving me half exposed. It only seems to amuse him even more. May I have you? Oh God! That is one of the dorkiest things I've ever heard! With the mood I'm in, for some reason, it's really effective. I nod. Oh, holy shit! Okay, zip! Shoichi's hand travels downwards. He grabs my zipper. At this point, it's a bit difficult to pull it down due to the tent that's formed inside. Tiny part of my brain is yelling inside that I shouldn't let Shoichi of all people pull my shorts down. That voice is very quickly drowned out by every other part of my being. And this is the last line before the sexy times, so sorry guys. You know the rules. YouTube don't like this shit, so I will take note of any and all happenings, and I will see you on the other side. Movie magic! Alright, I think we're safe. So, what the fuck happened? That was such a nice depiction of a first time. I'm serious. Like, I don't know I could have done it justice by reading it out loud. You need to read this. It is such a validating depiction of a first time, especially for someone who's unsure or a little uncomfortable, because there's a great line in there about like, why would anyone romanticize a first time? It's so awkward and weird or something, and it totally is. So the link to this game is in the description, as it is in every video in this game series. Do yourself a favor, read that scene. It is funny. I laughed a lot. It is touching. It's heartwarming. Befitting of this game. It's full of heart. And there's fucking. They fucked, by the way. That's something to note. It started with a blowjob and then a fucking. And now we're here laying down. And yeah, it's definitely read the scene yourself, especially if you're someone who is worried about their first time, or if you feel like your first time was particularly odd because it was awkward or anything. I'm not saying your first experience wasn't odd, but you know what I mean. Just check it out. I think it was really nice. Sorry, I didn't mean to be that forceful. He settles himself next to me and adjusts both of us on the bed. He quickly covers himself up with a blanket as if he had any need to hide himself. I wanted us to cuddle a bit. To be honest, I feel completely drained. Might be because you drained yourself inside of me. Oh! Was that good for you? Do you even have to ask? Of course it was. And I gotta become one with you. Become one? That's a little cheesy. What, really? I thought it'd be cute. It's what I was thinking of while we were doing it. No, that's really, really cheesy. Who the hell says that sort of thing out loud? Hey, Cleves. Yeah? I love you. He scuttles up closer to me, kissing me on the lips. Thank you. I really like you, too. You're really cute. One day I'm gonna make you say that you love me back. Yeah. This is really embarrassing. I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just really tired. I'll bet. We did exert ourselves a lot more than I thought we would. Sex is really tiring, huh? It fucking is, dude. I'm still sore. How can you say something like that with such an innocent smile on your face? It's weird to be so casual about this. Trust me, you get used to it. Or maybe I'm the one who's weird. Maybe we should sleep for a little while. I know I don't want to get up from here. I just want to hold you and sleep. That sounds good. Shoichi huddles closer to me, wrapping his arms a little tighter around me. Close my eyes and nuzzle his neck, feeling the soft fur stroking my face as I do so. The sound of rain and Shoichi's peaceful breathing quickly lulled me into sleep. I don't even try to resist as tendrils of drowsiness latch onto me. My chest feels like it might burst from happiness. Dots. Oh, the seizure transition screen. My God. June the 4th. Man, how many days are we behind on Shoichi's route? I'm sorry. Well, that'll be it for this particular episode. Thank you all very much for, joining me, on this episode of, Tennis Ace. By the sounds of it, I might need to go lay down. So, thank you all very much for joining me. And until next time, I've been the Trained Unprofessional, and you're not. Oh, God, I keep forgetting to do the YouTube thing. The YouTuber shit. Follow me on my social medias. Links to all of them are in the description, along with links to my Patreon and to become a YouTube member and all the other shit. Just everything's down there. Twitter and TikTok are my really only other social medias I really do anything on. So, yeah. If you give a fuck, go right ahead and do that. I'd appreciate it. I would. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I've been the Trained Up Professional, and you're not. Stay safe, everyone. Christ, will I ever be good at this?